We had so many other things. We'll do them another night, but I want to thank Denise Sulam of our staff for putting all those things together. Yeah. She worked for many, many weeks. Okay. My next guest, you all know, my first guest, actually, is an internationally acclaimed singer-songwriter who was just back from a very ambitious goodwill tour all over the world. Would you please welcome Mr. John Denver? John.
I didn't think it could happen again. I'm just too old and set in my ways. I was convinced I would always be lonely all of the rest of my days. Maybe I gave up on romance in my longing to give up the pain. I just didn't believe I would ever love again. I was like one who had shut myself in, closed the windows, locked all the doors, afraid of the dark and the beat of my heart, and yet knowing there had to be more. Though it sounds like a great contradiction, it's the easiest thing to explain. You see, I was afraid I might never love again. What does it take for a blind man to see that there's more there than just meets the eye? What are the ways that the magic comes in that can turn a song into a sigh? Sometimes I think that I'm dreaming, or maybe I'm going insane. Or maybe it's just that I'm falling in love again. La da 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 da. Dee 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 dee. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Here I am standing beside you. Oh, life's such a wonderful game. Look at me now, I've fallen in love. Look at me now, I've fallen in love. Look at me now, I've fallen in love again.
Thank you. Good to see you. Thank you. Hi, how are you, sir? Thank you. Good to see you.
It's great to see you, Ian. It's nice to be back here in the good old United States. I'll tell you.
You have really been on the road again. All over the world, right?
In the last 2 years, I've performed in some 27 countries around the world, most recently in the Soviet Union.
Was that your first trip to the Soviet Union?
Yes, sir. Uh-huh.
Tell me about it. I've never been there.
Well,
most Americans have not been in the Soviet Union.
Since, for the last 5 years, we've not had a cultural agreement with the Soviets. So this was a private initiative, and I went over there to develop a relationship with the people that were necessary to be able to go back and to perform for the public, to do concerts and television, to record over there. And we had an incredibly successful trip, and I'll be going back next summer and doing an album there with Soviet musicians and perhaps a television show, and going to Siberia and the Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
So it could be great.
See, music just really transcends any language barrier whatsoever, doesn't it?
Truly a universal language, you know,
right.
and really what I hope to do there is to promote understanding between our people, to let them know that we're not so different from them, and to find out for myself, as I did, that they're not at all different from ourselves.
Not the people, the leaders
not the
maybe,
people,
but,
no.
but the people generally, from those I've talked with who've been over there, said they're
Wonderful
very
people.
warm and they want to know, and
a great sense of humor, and really just like us.
Wasn't there a one of the Russian leaders one time took some of your albums back?
That was China.
It wasn't China, was it?
Deng Xiaoping. So when I left Moscow, I went to Beijing to begin the final negotiations for a television show that the Chinese asked me to do, a showcase from China, broadcast live via satellite to 5 continents around the world. Never been done before.
Right.
Doesn't look like it ever will.
Really?
At least not this February. We had hoped to do it February 22nd around New Year's Eve, and I don't think it's going to happen.
That's a good starting point, though. It always has to start on a kind of a one-to-one. basis and
Heart
somebody...
to heart, people to people. That's what I believe in, and that's what my songs are about.
Yeah. Now, since you're known all over the world, you really have to be careful in a way what you say, because being in the public eye, is there any problems of protocol, or that you have to be wary of?
I never paid more attention to it than I did on this trip to the Soviets, to the Soviet Union. I was briefed. I spent a lot of time with the State Department here, getting their advice, letting them know, fully including them in what we were doing, and asking, what don't you want us to do, what to watch out for, and then I never really felt under more pressure in my life than the 2 weeks that I was there. I did not want to make a mistake. I wanted to do good work for all of our people, and it's so easy, it seems to me, when Billy Graham was there a couple of years ago and made his statement about religion there, which was really inaccurate, and the press blew it all to pieces.
Yeah.
So I didn't want that kind of thing to happen, and I watched it very, very carefully.
Where'd you stay over there? I mean,
I stayed in Moscow in the National Hotel, not the sort of westernized hotels that are there.
Right.
This is a very old hotel right across from Red Square, and I stayed in Lenin's suite, the suite that he stayed in when he was in Moscow.
That must have been impressive.
Well, it was pretty far out. It was quite interesting to me. And then the first night that I was there, I walked from his suites then over and walked around Red Square. And it was very, very moving. I felt here looking at the Kremlin, I felt not unlike I feel when I visit Washington and go by the White House or go see the Capitol buildings. This is a symbol of a people and their country and their heritage, their history, and their future.
Were you able to do that on your own, John, or were you pretty much accompanied wherever you went?
No, that was on my own. I had the chance to go to a lot of private homes while I was there. The things that they had set up for me, I was accompanied by someone all the time.
That's fascinating. I'd like to do that sometime.
Oh, you'd love it, and you'd love the people, and you'd love the vodka.
Yeah.
You'd love the caviar.
Oh, yeah. No, we have to make special regulations for Ed. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. That must have been a great trip. Thank you, Doc. We're back. Walking with John Denver. What are you going to do? You're going to do something for us right from here?
Well, yes, I'd like to. And this is a song that was the most well-received, other than the Annie song, I think, of all the things that I did in the Soviet Union. And I think this is one of my best songs. I think it's very appropriate for what I was doing there, our relationship, and maybe the season also. It's called It's About Time. There's a full moon over India, and Gandhi lives again. And who's to say you have to lose for someone else to win? In the eyes of all the people, the look is much the same. For the first is just the last one. When you play a deadly game, it's about time we realize it. We're all in this together. It's about time we find out it's all of us or none. It's about time we recognize it. These changes in the weather, it's about time. It's about changes, and it's about time. There's a light in the Vatican window for all the world to see, and a voice cries in the wilderness. Sometimes he speaks for me. I suppose I love him most of all when he kneels to kiss the land. With his lips upon our mother's breast, he makes his strongest stand. It's about time we start to see it. The earth is our only home. It's about time we start to face it. We can't make it here on our own. It's about time we start to listen to the voices in the wind. It's about time, it's about changes, it's about time. There's a man who is my brother. I just don't know his name. But I know his home and family, because I know we feel the same. And it hurts me when he's hungry and when his children cry. I too am a father, and that little one is mine. It's about time we begin it, to turn the world around. It's about time we start to make it the dream we've always known. It's about time we start to live it, the family of man. It's about time, it's about changes, and it's about time. It's about peace, and it's about plenty. It's about time. It's about you and me together, and it's about time.
That's really a nice passage. I can see why.
Yeah.
I can see why. That doesn't need any comment from anybody. It says it all. I can see why it was popular wherever you went in the world.
Yes, and so I've closed my concerts all over the world with that song, and it gets the same reaction everywhere. People, I think it says something not only to people, but more importantly for people.
No better clothes, especially for our show. I thank you for doing it tonight.
My great pleasure. Thanks.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. I don't believe this thing. Obviously we didn't.
Hello?
Can't get to Shirley. Murray's still there. Hey, it's good to see you.
Thank you, sir. Very nice to
You
be
going to be home for Christmas?
Yes, sir, I am. I'm flying back tomorrow. I came out today not only to do this, but my brother has a brand new baby.
So you're Uncle John
I'm an
now.
Uncle John again, which I love, and
Hey,
it's been a great day.
It's nice to see you have very happy holidays.
And you too, sir.
And thanks for being here. Tomorrow night, Tony Bennett will be with us, Gary Shandling, and manualist John Toomey. It's hard to explain what Mr. Toomey does, but he will do it here tomorrow. So check it out. Thank you. Have a nice night.
Thank you, John.